What's your definition of the word thick?
Oh, shit. My definition of the word thick, there's two thicks. There's Thick, and there's Thiqqq. So I will say thick is very nebulous nowadays. Like, thick is the viscosity of the meat on the bones. So you can have a thick ass if the meat density is higher than the bone density by a certain ratio. This the bone and the meat do like that. Bow, you're thick. And I feel like a lot of people be like, oh, she's not thick, she's obese. She not thick, she BBW. She not thick, she overweight. She not thick, she fat. Nigga, listen. Thick has nothing to do with dress size. Thick has nothing to do with health. Thick has nothing to do with your definition of beauty. Thick has everything to do with this. This the bone of the ass, and this is the meat of the ass. And if the ass meat do like this, nigga, I don't care if you slim thick, big thick, medium thick, thick. Nigga, she thick. So fuck you. Because honestly, I've been in a lot of scenarios. I've had a lot of niggas be like, you're not fat. I see you fat. You're not fat. You thick. Cool. I seen a lot of niggas be like, she a BBW. Cool. I see a lot of niggas be like, she slim in the waist, big in the... I've seen a lot of niggas say a lot of shit to me. That shit doesn't matter to me, okay? We open the anatomy book. You look up thick in the dictionary. This the ass bone, and that's the meat bone. I seen a girl who was size 0. I seen a girl who was sample size, and she thick as fuck because her ass meat do like that. Anybody can be thick. I'm sick of slim girls thinking they can't be thick. I'm sick of big girls, BBW girls thinking that they too big to be thick. We all thick because you know what? Fuck these niggas, nigga. Define your own thickness. I'm thick, nigga. What's good? What's good, nigga? I'm thick, nigga. What's good? What's good? I'm thick.
Now what about thick?
This is thick.
What about thick with the 3 Qs? I'm not familiar with that.
Oh, so thick with the 3 Qs is a whole different thing.
Okay,
so
explain.
that was thick. That was in Webster's definition of thick. Now when we say Thiqqq, I'm not even that level of thick. This is when like the bone is like this and the ass be like, when the ass is out of control. I've seen very few people who are that thick. You can't handle them. It's a whole different universe. And ain't there nigga or any person who thinks that they're thick is not Thiqqq. Let's say, what's her head? Bald-headed. What's the bald-headed girl name? She bald-headed. She dated Kanye. Amber Rose.
Yeah.
You're Thiqqq. You are Thiqqq. There's a girl I went to high school with. I'm not gonna say her name. She Thiqqq. She Thiqqq. I went to a high school with a girl who's like, this waist. It's like you are two different bodies. It's like you're two different health. Like in here, she's like a slim person, and here she's a little bit obese. Like that. That's when you think Thiqqq. They don't really exist on this planet, but they're very special people. And when you see a Thiqqq, you salute. When you see a Thiqqq in the street, you go, yo, you doing some shit ain't nobody even possible of. You go, you get your blood work done, they be like, well, her blood pressure is low at her waist, but her blood pressure is high as fucking ass. Like, that's Thiqqq. When you endanger yourself. I'm not Thiqqq, but I'm aspiring. I'm an aspiring Thiqqq. Some people call me the thick Beyonce, Thiqqq Beyonce, and that's only because I'm a little BBW. I'm the BBW version of her, and that's fine. I'll take it. But don't get it twisted, my nigga. Just give me 2 Qs. Don't give me 3. Because the third one, I don't deserve. Thiqqq is special. People get surgery to look like that. Next question, please.
Now, in an earlier segment, when we were talking about your upbringing, teasing, and bullying, and that sort of thing, you said you had embraced your weight at some point. When did that happen for you?
My weight?
Yeah.
I don't ever embrace a weight. I don't think I embrace my size.
Size, okay, size.
I embraced my size. I embraced it. I didn't embrace it my whole life. I didn't even embrace it after this nigga called me fat ass. This dude called me fat ass from like 5th grade to reiterate for editing. This guy who I rode the school bus with called me fat ass from 5th grade to high school. I didn't even embrace my body.
Every day
that.
he called you that.
Every day, but what up, fat ass? I remember the tone of his voice. He had braces for a long time. He was, what up, fat ass? Then he got the braces off, and he still called. I was like, the braces ain't changed that shit. But I embraced my body one day. I looked in the mirror, honestly, and I was like, yo, this is it. I looked at, like, squarely in the mirror. After years of like waking up and wishing that I was like somebody else, like Sailor Moon or this small, or like I just always wanted to be like Sailor Moon small with like long straight hair. Like that's insane. That's unrealistic. And I remember looking in the mirror and being like, oh, you know what, bitch? This is it. This is who you're gonna be for the rest of your life. Please embrace it and take care of it. And I think that something clicked where when I learned that this was it and I wasn't gonna change, is like I started to explore that body. You explore where you're a little saggy, or you're a little too big, or you're a little too roly-poly, or a little too tall, or a little too whatever. And you look at those things and you're like, I don't hate these things anymore because they're there. And then you're like, how do I help these things? How do I take care of these things? How do I make sure my blood work is okay? All these bitches who be commenting on other bitches' Instagrams talking about she gonna die, she got diabetes, she gonna get a heart attack, like all this shit. Blood work, bitch. Check your blood work too. Because that's what it's all about. At the end of the day, check your blood work, check the coloring of your skin, and your water intake. Because I believe that every body is a healthy body. And once I realized that my body is healthy and my body is beautiful, and not only that, my body is sexy. Not only is my body sexy, it's sexy to other people. Not only is it sexy to other people, it's other to all the other people who I deem it sexy to. You have the control. And then you look back at yourself and you're like, holy shit, like, I am special. I am important, and if you don't think so, fuck you. So I think that it was a process. It took so long. It took so long of like starving myself, working out too much, like overanalyzing my body, going to plastic surgery consultations, not going to plastic surgery consultations, wearing clothes that fit me, wearing too much shapewear, not wearing shapewear at all, taking nudes, not taking nudes, sending nudes, putting nudes on Instagram. Took so long for me to discover what felt right. And then I realized this is it. Take care of yourself. Make sure your blood work is right. Drink some water and dress for your shape. And make a beautiful shape with your body. And don't give a fuck about what anybody thinks about you. Because your body is a temple. And temples don't get made overnight. Go to fucking Thailand and go look at those temples that have been there for thousands of years. Those things are sacred and beautiful. And hella niggas be there praying and bowing down every motherfucking day. Your body is just like that. Okay? My body is in Laos. Okay? My body is in Greece. Okay? My body in Nigeria. Okay? My body in Egypt. Okay? Your body is special. Okay? Your body in the White House. Okay? That's what I have to say about that.
When did it actually click for you? Did it click for you while you were in high school, or was it after high school?
No, I'm saying like it didn't click for me in high school. It took years after that. I was in college. I was in college, and it was like the worst year of my life. It was terrible. It was a terrible year. And I just decided to, but that's not where everybody thinks it's a magic pill. Everyone thinks you take the limitless pill and all of a sudden you're confident and sexy and successful. That's not true. You have to take a leap first. I took a leap. I was homeless. I was broke. My daddy just died. I didn't have shit. I was too small. I was sending pictures of myself to my mom. She was like, eat food. And I was unhappy. And I remember that was the moment where I started and growing from that to being this person who's glowing and happy and healthy. It took a process, but I was in college. It was the year I dropped out of college. And here I am. Fine as hell. I know you want to holler. Send me in the DM. Lizzo be eating. That's me on IG. Lizzo. That's me on Twitter. You can find me in the streets. You can holler if you holler. Okay, I'm drunk. I was gonna have a really cool freestyle to that, but I'm too drunk to freestyle.
It sounded pretty good to me.
Thank you.
Now, okay, what about in the music industry? The music industry is built on imagery and images and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Being the size you are and embracing your size, has that been a problem for you trying to get into the music industry or being accepted in the music industry or no?
My size has never kept me from the music industry because I've been in the industry on the strength of my touring numbers and my art. And honestly, it's been a while. I'm not in the streets. I'm not, at all the award shows. I wasn't buzzing in that way because I was a touring artist. I would tour, I would play an amazing fucking show, and I would put out good music. And I think that sometimes you are kept from the very commercial side of the music industry because of that. Like I wasn't on the charts, and I'm not on the charts yet, but catch me next year about. But I'm saying like I wasn't on the charts and I wasn't very commercialized because that's the kind of artist I was, but I was undeniable. And then once labels got a hold of what we were doing, they were like, we want to sign her. They signed me. And even being signed to Atlantic, they're not like, oh, you should change this about yourself or that. They always allowed me to be myself. But to be really frank, I just feel like the music industry is driven by the culture. And I think that people want to see, because of Instagram, because of social media, they want to see something real. They want to see something different. And so a lot of artists who are a little bit more like unabashedly themselves and a little bit more like free with their bodies and with their thoughts, I think that they're getting more of the numbers. They're getting more of the streaming. And I think that when people connect with me, it's because of the same reason. They're like, oh, I can't believe I just discovered you and you're talking about this. Like, I need this confidence. I'm going through this bullshit with this dude in my life. I need to get through this hardship. They're not treating me right at work. I need to quit this job. I feel like people are more connected to something that resonates with them on a human level. And labels are, and then the industry's like, how do we do this? Like the industries are like, how do we make people care about us again? Because the industry is not organic. The industry is this very fake thing. And they've kind of had the status quo forever because they could dictate what you could see. But now that we have the internet, now that we have Instagram and Twitter and all of this, the industry's like, in streaming, bitch, and SoundCloud, bitch, like the industry can't even keep up. So with an artist like me, they're just throwing me in there. They're like, yo, she connects with people on a very human level, not even industry. Mind you, there's a lot of people who are still developing artists in the industry and are still kind of winning from that algorithm. But there's also some people like me who are undeniable. And I think that what's the most undeniable is humanity. We don't see nothing human. We don't see human shit no more, dog. We see fake airbrush shit. We see fake auto-tune shit. We hear that shit. Like, we don't see humans. And when we can see humans, it's a wrap. Yeah. So, look, I ain't saying the industry is in trouble, but if they don't find out what that human thing is, actually, look at me. I'm part of the industry and I'm the human thing. They found it. So, what's poppin'? Let me make that money. Let me make that million real quick. But yeah, no, I don't want to just shit on Atlantic because they're the best for now.